This week, Savvy boldly goes where no savvy girl has gone before. Today's topic, wieners. So we all know that some are little, some are big, some come with that little bendy thing in the middle. But what you probably didn't know is that you can find out just about everything you need to know about a guy by looking at his wiener. Hello everyone, we are back here at 24 Savvy in the kitchen of Jillian, where we're going to talk about the most important thing we have, wieners. Need you look. Okay, what kind of show do you think we're running here? Seriously. How are you today? You can hold it, it's okay.
I'm excellent. Is that how you usually hold it?
Yeah, just like that.
I'm excellent, Kathleen. Wieners are very important.
Yes.
Especially when determining what kind of man you'd like to date.
Exactly, and you, excuse me, you have the hot dog theory, and you have a book coming out, don't you?
I do. I haven't determined the title yet. I haven't determined the title yet. But you might be able to help me with that.
Yes. 24 Savvy fans, if you want to comment in and say what you think her book should be called, do it. Like something about wiener, hot dog,
Men and their wieners.
Men and their wieners.
Flavor of the week. What kind of dog are you dating?
There you go. Mustard.
Mustard.
Ketchup. You know, all that stuff.
I think you should hold this.
Okay, I'll hold it.
Awkward.
So what we have right now are a lot of hot dogs here, and we have a lot of toppings, and we've picked them out special for you, and I want you to dress the wiener. Okay. And then tell us what kind of guy that is and why.
Okay.
Number one, ketchup guy.
These guys are just ketchup.
Okay.
And these guys are absolute sweethearts. They are so nice, and they will never cheat on you. They are mama's boys. They are good-hearted family guys. They seem like the perfect package, but they're a little predictable. Good guys, won't cheat, very honest, probably criers, but they're good guys. They're not for me, but they are for some other people out there.
Okay, so this is something we girls have to figure out. Why is it that the guy who's nice and kind and dependable always finishes last? And we go for the crazy rough guy that it never really works out with. It's not rocket science. We've got to change our priorities. Number two, sauerkraut guy.
I go then to the exact opposite spectrum, which is sauerkraut. And usually these guys have a little bit of Dijon mustard. A
little spice.
These are the guys that I usually fell for at the before I was on The Bachelorette.
Okay.
Derek.
And why?
Derek. Well, these guys are smart.
Yeah.
And they're funny. And they're quick and they're witty. They're usually good looking, big hair.
Yeah.
Big attitudes, big personalities, but just like sauerkraut gives you heartburn, these guys break your heart.
Oh,
diarrhea.
Yeah, doesn't sauerkraut give diarrhea?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it did. Number three, raw onion guy.
They're kind of like the sauerkraut guys, except for they're a little bit more rough and tumble. They're more gruff. They're the burpers and farters with a hat on top of their head.
Hunters,
babe, get me a beer kind of guy. But they're usually, you know, those are the kind of guys that, again, girls are attracted to and they're not sure why, and it's those pheromones. Raw onion guys never get married.
Really? Why?
They're just that kind of guy. They just would rather be footloose and fancy free and drinking their beers and hunting.
Yeah. See the deer I caught?
Watch
Grab
out.
some onions.
Watch out, ladies.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll date you he's the kind of guy, I met an onion guy actually, and he was dating his girlfriend for 9 years, and she kept on saying, I'm sure he's gonna propose this year, and at the end of the weekend I just said, sweetheart, he's not gonna propose, he's a raw onion guy.
And did they break up?
I think so.
Good. And do people really have a hot dog with just onion and nothing else?
Well, see, the thing is all these people might have something else on their dog, but what is the one that's their favorite? What is the one that they just can't live without?
Got it.
Yeah.
Number four, mustard guy.
Well, the mustard guy is like my dad. He's like good and well balanced, and he's funny, and he's good with money, but he still knows how to like put the foot down, and he's generous. I think sometimes the mustard guy, we don't fall for him because he just seems too easy of an answer. Yeah. And so sometimes it's kind of like the ketchup guy where we just get bored with him. Yeah. He's funny and he's a perfect package, but for some reason, he's just not as crazy as a sauerkraut guy. Got it. And so, but the mustard guy is a good, well-balanced guy.
Okay, marrying type.
Good marrying type.
Number five, relish guy. Yeah, there we go.
Relish guy, there we go.
Look at that.
Okay, relish guys, you can tell them from a mile away. These guys are really funny. They're usually sort of like emotional, a little bit like the ketchup, but more artsy. Like these guys probably collected comic books as a kid, or they're in filmography, or they're artists, but they're definitely very emotional and maybe a bit socially awkward.
And need to shower.
But yeah, very creative, and you could tell, you know, right away I can tell a relish guy. And in terms of marriage and whether you want to date him, like I said, he's good for some people, not good for me. He might be a little bit too needy and maybe not a good enough communicator, but he's a sweetheart all around.
Sweet?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'd really like you to tell me what this kind of guy is.
He's a deal breaker.
This just seems like the best type of guy there is. Little easy cheese, little, you know, smoky.
I mean, I feel sorry for that guy, but he looks happy.
He looks happy. Yeah. I have been applying this purely on a scientific basis, being that I'm happily married and all. But I have to say, this is disturbingly accurate. And for those of you girls that are a little too lazy to rewind the webisode, take notes, and rewatch everything, don't worry. There is a book coming out and an iPhone application where you can type in what your prospective man is having on his wiener and see if he's the guy for you. Or you could ask him out on a date, play it old school. You just never can tell.
I have a favorite product. It's called Poopery.
Poopery,
It's the best product when you're about to move in with a guy or when you start dating a guy. And they come in the cutest little bottles.
Yeah.
But you can get them in these little vaporizers, little silver vaporizers.
Yeah.
And you spray a couple pumps in the toilet before you have to go poo.
Yeah.
And you cannot smell a thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, thank you so much for
You're
bringing us to your
welcome.
kitchen.
That was fun.
I love it.
That was good.
Back to you, Jane. Okay, so that's it for this week. Don't forget to check out the rest of the website. So much great stuff.